Pieter Malan, well batted. That was an incredible knock from yourself, just not quite enough. The projection at one point was probably over 200, but just a little light.
Yeah, like I said, we probably lost too many wickets at the end. Probably would have liked to kick on to 190 plus, but yeah, just fell a little bit short in the end.
For yourself, that was an incredible innings to watch. I mean, that was proper cricket shots as well. It looked like you were really enjoying it out there.
Yeah, I think the wicket played nicely. The ball seemed to carry quite a long way straight. So yeah, I think it was decent batting conditions. Like I said, we were probably on course for 190 and just lost too many wickets at the end.
How's the knee feeling? Obviously, you missed the last championship match. How was it out there? I mean, obviously, it looked pretty good from the sidelines, but everything back.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. What went wrong with the bat? Why did you fall short?
I think, yeah, like I said, we just lost too many wickets in a cluster at the end. We needed someone like myself. I probably needed to hang around for another couple of overs and target the short boundary. So yeah, myself getting out and then just a little cluster of wickets meant we fell 15 runs short.
A bit of a similar story last night as well with the bat?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, like I say, we keep losing too many wickets at one time. We probably need a little bit more partnerships. Like I said, it's 20 overs, but it's still enough time to put a couple of partnerships together to get us to a good score.
I was going to say, it's very easy from the sidelines, but that is one thing with T20 cricket over the years that we've learned. Actually, 120 is a lot of deliveries, isn't it? So there is time for you out there to slow down.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of value batting in a partnership. I think it's, as a bowling unit, you know, if there's a good partnership, it's difficult to keep the runs down. Anytime you're bowling at new batsmen, it's got to be in the bowling side space.
And with the ball, ultimately it was just a little bit light, and once they got going, it was very hard to stop them on that pitch.
Yeah, I mean, I think they obviously batted really well. I mean, Vince is a class act. He's done it loads of times before, so yeah, once they got going, it was difficult to keep a lid on. What's
going to be the key in this competition? It is a young side. There is some inexperience. What senior players? I mean, 6 of the players playing the hundreds. There is experience there.
Yeah, I think the quality's there. I think it's similar even in the 4-day stuff. We've shown we can hang with the best teams. I mean, in the Surrey game, halfway through both innings, we were right in it. It's just we've got to do the good stuff for longer, which unfortunately at the moment we're just falling a little bit short.
It's a building process, isn't it? It has been a competition that's been difficult for Middlesex over the years. Is it about keeping heads high? It looked a little bit at the end there as though, I mean, it happens, but there was a fielder outside the circuit. There wasn't enough inside the circle at the end. Was that just slightly minds wandering, starting to think about the performance, think about the next game because the game was up by then?
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I mean, we all know when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunately when things don't go your way, that does tend to happen. But I think we've just got to stick. We've got good plans. We've got quality players. We've just got to keep sticking at it, be positive, take the positive options and keep moving forward.
Monday's a home game. It's also one of the outgrounds, an outground where Middlesex perform well. Again, do you have to try and block off these games? It was always going to be a tough start against Surrey and against Hampshire. You couldn't really have had a more difficult start.
Yeah, I mean, 2 really good sides. I mean, also not ideal us playing last night, driving up today. Yeah, like I said, 2 really quality sides. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing at Merchant Taylors. I've not actually played a game there, so it'll be my debut on that particular outground.
Yeah, is that a mindset perhaps? You say, look, there's the first 2 games. You see Surrey, you see Hampshire. Again, couldn't have had harder opposition to begin with. They've shown a level, they've shown a bench, they've shown where you can't afford to slip off, you can't afford to drop off, but they've seen something to attain to as well. Is that, put these 2 to one side now, look at the rest of the group and put that right?
Yeah, I mean, there's 12 games left. There's still a lot of cricket, and we don't T20 once you get momentum on your side. We've got quality players. So we've just got to keep going forward, keep taking positive options, and I'm sure it'll come together.
Well batted tonight. Thank you for your time.
Thanks.